Well, since we left you in June, how things have changed with marquee stars finding new homes. From Kyrie Irving and Isaiah Thomas swapping teams to Chris Paul landing in Houston, Gordon Hayward in Boston, D. Wade and Derrick Rose in Cleveland, and Paul George and Carmelo Anthony joining Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City. The question then, who won the offseason? That's our jumping off point. Who won the offseason, Jet?
Well, I don't know if you could say who won until they start actually playing, but I think if you look at on paper, you would say Oklahoma City has put themselves in a different position. You know, they were 8th seed possibly last year. Now they put themselves in the contention of being one of the top 3 teams in the West without question. Carmelo Anthony, to me, is, you know, obviously the question mark in this regard. I think, you know, everyone's talking about how, you know, those guys are going to help him. I think he's going to help them because he has never in his life, I don't think ever, probably even 5th grade, had single coverage. And guys trying to guard him single coverage is going to be a nightmare. So they will extend themselves, and that will help Paul George. That will help Russell Westbrook actually become better players. He's going to help them.
That's a pretty good call, Jet.
Then the opposite.
You're just wrong.
Okay, we'll see. You can't be wrong on day one. I could be wrong on 21.
The Boston Celtics won off-season.
Wow.
The Boston Celtics, they are going to be a legit contender for the next 10 years. They got 2 all-star backcourt players in their prime, 25 and 26-year-olds. They had Jason Tatum, who I thought, other than Josh Jackson, was the 2nd best player in the draft coming in. They went out and got Markieff Morris. I don't know which one of the Morris they got. Marcus. They look the same to me.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think they're better this year? This year than last year?
They are much better.
This year.
Remember we had
not for future.
No.
Chuckster, hold on one second.
Okay.
You said you didn't know they look alike.
I said
they're identical twins.
I said the reason.
And it is Marcus.
No, I said I can't tell them apart because they're twins.
Okay.
But
that's a great point, but you're wrong.
Okay. Wait, can I make this one point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember when we had this argument at the end of the season? I said the Boston Celtics are not even close to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So clearly Danny Ainge agreed with me. You said, dude, they won 6 games, had the best record in the Eastern Conference. Right. I said, remember a couple years ago when the Atlanta Hawks did that? I said, the Hawks ain't even in the ballpark with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went in there and got swept. Danny Ainge knew we got a good team. We playing against the weaker conference in the East. They went out and blew that team up. Came back, and hey, let me tell you something. Hats off to Danny Ainge.
Yes, very, very strange to see a team that goes to the conference finals return 4 players. You overhaul the entire roster. So you got a Boston over here. You got an Oklahoma City. Who you got?
I got to go with my main man Kenny in Oklahoma City because, you know, everybody just geared up for Golden State. A lot of moves were made, but they were only making moves to try to compete with Golden State. And if you look at those 3 guys, they match up pretty well with the Golden State guys. Paul George, Klay Thompson, some people say Klay, some people say Paul George, Westbrook, and, you know, the point guard, Steph Curry. Some people say Steph, some people say Westbrook, and KD and Carmelo is a unanimous decision. They pick KD. So they match up pretty well. My only concern is, will they commit defensively? Because you're not going to outscore Golden State. You have to stop them. So will they commit defensively to be enough?
And see, and that's we were doing the conference call today. That's, I think, one of the biggest problems in the NBA today is all these teams trying to compete with the Warriors. You're not going to outscore the Warriors. They got 3 of the best offensive players in the world, in the entire world. Steph looks amazing. Klay's always going to be great, and then they got KD. I don't think you can beat those guys offensively. I think some teams should try to play bigger against the Warriors because you're not going to out 3-point shoot them, and you're not going to outscore them. And like I say, I love Melo, I love Paul George, but you're not going to outscore the Golden State Warriors.
And Steve Kerr saying this is the deepest team he's had in Golden State, the one that tries to repeat as the champions and make it 3 out of 4. Well, that's his team.
You know, the deepest team in the NBA is in Cleveland.
Yes.
You know, we've talked about these 2 teams that have improved themselves, but LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, obviously losing Kyrie, but they have loaded up. And they've made almost the Eastern Conference might be laughable in the sense that they never really played great in the regular season. I think this will be the first year that they play great in the regular season as well.
How much has that guy got left?
Oh, he's still got it, you know, 18 points a game, but it's such a comfortable 18 points now than it would have been somewhere else. You know, this is the most comfortable because when you play with LeBron James, LeBron is a magnet. Everything has to come towards him. And then you get so many open opportunities. So playing with him, Isaiah Thomas and Crowder, these guys, Dwayne Wade knows what it feels like to play with LeBron. They will have a LeBron and James effect where they will play their best basketball being on the court with a guy who's such a magnet and able to create so many opportunities.
So who's your pick in the East? Is it Cleveland or is it Boston or is it somebody else?
I got to go with Cleveland. Again, I got to agree with Kenny. Cleveland is the deepest team. Boston got a lot of nice guys, but, you know, come playoff time, I'm not trying to question their toughness, but they're not there yet. Almost there.
If Boston and Cleveland were this far apart last year, where are they this year?
Well,
Okay, just tell me to stop. Just tell me to stop.
Stop. Because the addition, listen, Boston
it was there, and
let me
now
tell you
it's
something.
there.
Boston is really good, Ernie. You don't add 2 all-star guards in their prime, and you, like I said, you got Jason Tatum who coming here, who I think is terrific. The Jaylen Brown kid is going to be a stud. Markieff Morris, to me, to go with Al Horford, because they were getting killed on the board.
Marcus Morris.
Whatever his name is, you know who he is. But if you put him with Al Horford down low, they're better inside. Well, let me tell you something. Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving, you know, other than Clay and Steph, Bradley Beal and John Wall are fantastic. These boys are in the conversation now. These boys, yes.
It's going to be fun to watch this matchup. It's a great matchup to have
You
on
know what it
opening night,
is?
Boston. and Cleveland.
That
Yeah.
margin that you put
Yeah.
is next year.
Oh, okay.
It's not this year.